My name is Scott Miles. I am 53 years old, and this has been a foster home for roughly 15 years. I'll kind of lose track over time.
My name is Cindy Kudo. I'm 52 years old, and we've been doing foster care for 9 years. We got involved when our son Robbie was a freshman in high school. He had a friend named Evan who was taken into care. And because Evan didn't have any other relatives in Middleborough, he asked us if we could become a stable home for him.
What got me involved personally into foster care was actually my wife. She approached me and we talked about it a little bit at first, and I was a little hesitant at first because it's a big to do, right? It's something life-changing, in your home.
Foster care is people who bring in children into their home, and we agree to take care of those children while they're in the care of the Department of Children and Families. A child can be in our home from 1 day to 2 years, if not more.
So to me, a foster parent basically is a family who gives safe haven, like a refuge for someone who's less fortunate, has some circumstances that they have to work through, and we give them an environment where they can have a safe place to be until all those issues are resolved.
A lot of times when children come, depending on their age, of course, and depending on if this is the first, second, or third time that they've come into care, I think that some of them may be crying, and they're nervous, they know nothing about us. Having a dog actually is something that really helps the kids. And I think having a sense of humor. The children look for that. If you can get them to smile and just, not even open up, but just kind of like be a little goofy, they'll start to relax. It's really just getting them to relax in your home.
Make it positive, upbeat, friendly. We were very fortunate that we had 2 children who were very involved, especially our youngest. He was kind of the welcoming committee, so to speak. He would make them feel very at home. But we always look at it from their point of view. They're coming from they're being taken from their home for whatever reasons they have, and they're being brought into a stranger's home. We had a little boy a few years ago. His name was Remington. So we actually picked him up from the hospital when he was 5 days old, took him home, and over the course of the next 1.5 to 2 years, he was with us, going through a lot of legal battles and back and forth, but we are happy to say that we just found out this past year that he was adopted to a very, very nice family, and we have very high hopes for his future.
I think Justin is. Justin now lives with us. We took guardianship in July. Justin came into care 4 years ago. Justin is 1 out of 5 siblings. I like to say that it is a success story. And we now have Justin. His little sisters are now adopted, and his middle sisters are actually in the process of getting adopted. But we are now one big family. When I look into the future, say 5-10 years down the road, I see people like my grandson George, who's also in foster care. Where are they going to be, right? And how successful will they be? We make a difference in foster care. It changes their life, but it also changes yours.
What would it be like if there weren't a process like this? I never even thought of becoming a foster home until my wife brought it to my attention, and I was very hesitant at first. And I look back and I'm so glad that we did this, and I wouldn't change it for anything, because I look at how we've had a positive impact on so many different young children.